session. I'm so grateful that the influencers came and shared some amazing insights about how to properly leverage LinkedIn. And I want to talk about some of those insights that they shared. And I'm also going to be sharing a LinkedIn newsletter article today that essentially has all those insights available for you guys. And I'm going to share some behind the scenes stuff here today to kind of show you how I do things. You know, a lot of you want to know Joe, how do you go about doing things? What do you like? How do you get an audience of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people to join you live, to be able to engage with you, and for you to educate them and inspire them? How do you do that? So, I'm going to show you some of those processes today, but I'm also going to show you my artificial intelligence tool. So, if you're live with me right now, I have a question for you. Where are you based, and how does your location impact your business? Where are you based right now? I'm going to put this in the chat. Let me know, where are you based right now, and how does your location impact your business? And the reason I'm asking you that is because I recently asked ChatGPT to tell me what are the best questions to ask people on LinkedIn Live. I said, I want some great ways to engage people on LinkedIn Live to get them to comment. Give me 30 possible questions to ask my audience of coaches, consultants, and entrepreneurs who attend my LinkedIn Live. I want to engage them in the best possible way and help them get more out of business, networking, prospecting, and even success. Typically, I ask questions around who is your ideal client? Where are you based? What's the weather? Where are you located? Sometimes I ask people questions about what type of music they like or who the ideal referral partner is. Include these and give me a full, easy to answer list of questions that are professional with a mix of personal that would be appropriate for any networking event and LinkedIn Live. So go ahead in the chat, let me know, where are you based and how does your location impact your business? I don't know if that's easy or that's not an easy question to answer. Or you could just write where you based and what's the weather like where you're at right now. Also, if you're watching this live right now, give this a heart. I want to see some hearts flowing. Or give this a light bulb, or give this a round of applause if you're more of a round of applause type of person. So go ahead, put that in the chat. I'd love to have a conversation with you. It looks like we have James Cox here, who's an investor, business owner, and technical recruiter, and he's into engineering. Welcome. So glad to have you here. And looks like we have a dozen other people. We're not going to go long on today's LinkedIn Live, but I want to actually share the list of questions with you and also share some insights. Some of you are wondering, Joe, why do you go on LinkedIn Live so much? Why are you on LinkedIn Live so much? The answer is because it helps me be able to create additional content on LinkedIn for also other platforms, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and so on. You want to be able to create TikToks? Go on LinkedIn Live, create professional content, share insights, and then you can turn that into other videos using artificial intelligence. And I'm going to show you some of those videos that I've created recently. James Cox said, based in Albuquerque, it affects that in recruiting, typically looking for people to relocate to ABQ, and it's typically not a place where people are looking to go. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that very much. So let me know where your location is, how it impacts your business, or what the weather is. James says, doing my first LinkedIn Live today, and I'll take tips on how to be better. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I love that you're doing your first LinkedIn Live today. Very excited to be able to share these insights with you. So I'm going to share my screen. First, I'm going to share my ChatGPT window so you see what I chatted with ChatGPT. So you see this is the chat with ChatGPT right over here. I'm going to make myself side by side so you kind of see me over here. So here are the list of questions. And if you guys want me to post this list of questions, just write list of questions in the chat, and I'll post this list of questions as an actual post on LinkedIn. So who is your ideal client and why? What's the biggest challenge you've overcome in business? Where are you based, and how does your location impact your business? What is one book that has significantly impacted your professional life? Can you share a success story in your business? How do you stay motivated and focused? What's the weather like where you are, and how does it impact your work mood? What's your go-to productivity hack? Who would be your ideal referral partner? What's one piece of advice that someone will give you starting in your industry? How do you balance work-life balance? What's your favorite way to network online? What type of music helps you get into the work groove? What's your biggest learning experience in the past year? How do you handle work-related stress? What's one trend in your industry that you're excited about? How can you share a recent success story related to networking? What's one skill you're currently working on improving? How do you approach setting business goals? What's your favorite local business and why? How has LinkedIn helped you in your business journey? What is one common misconception? What's your morning routine on your workday? How do you stay updated on industry news? What's one way that you wish? What's one thing you wish you knew before started your business? How do you approach prospecting and lead generation? What is your favorite leisure activity? How do you, what is, do you have any favorite podcasts or YouTube channels? How important is personal branding in business? By the way, is this helpful? Is this list helpful? Let me know in the chat. What's an interesting fact about yourself that many people don't know? Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy this entire list over here. I'm going to go into Evie AI. Okay, so I'm going to go to evieai.com. As you can see, I'm going to click on login on the top. Then I'm going to go on the left side, click on post writer. And now I'm going to say, create a post asking people which one of these questions they would pick. Let them know that they can comment with their top 3 for LinkedIn Live best questions. Okay? I'm going to paste the questions in there. I'm going to press GPT-4, select my persona. I'm going to give a little bit of a narrative type of approach, and I'm going to do more of like a poll. Okay, so I'm going to press generate, and look at the way that I'm talking to my AI. I say just create a post asking people these questions that they would pick, and let them know that they can comment with their top 3 LinkedIn Live best questions in the comments. And then I gave it all the list of questions that I got from ChatGPT right in Evie AI. Now, the reason I like using Evie AI in particular is because it allows me to create a post very, very quickly. Now, I'm going to find a post related to that inside my my Google. So if you can see my screen right now, you'll notice that I'm scrolling down through lots and lots of videos that I have created in the past. You see these videos I created in the past. Look at this. Check this out. Let's play this video real quick from my LinkedIn Lives. So if you want to establish yourself as a thought leader, now is the time to do it. Now, when you still have the hack, there's a lot of things that you were able to do back in the day that you can't do anymore. And so understanding how to build up your following today in 2020. Okay, so I'm going to download this video. Is going to be key. Becoming a so I just downloaded the video from Google Photos. So I'm going to have a collection of 1,000 videos. So I'm going to go on LinkedIn Live 244 times this year. I'm going to have a collection of 1,000 videos. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to be posting those videos on many different platforms like TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, Twitter, and so on. And so that's why I'm going on so often. So if I go into LinkedIn and I click on media, and then I select Mastering Thought Leadership in 2024, which is the thing I just downloaded right now. I'm going to press insert. It's going to add this video here. This video was from yesterday's LinkedIn Live that it automatically edited for me. And I said that in 2024 is the time to start sharing thought leadership. Now is the time on LinkedIn when you can have 30,000 followers by just adding 30,000 connections. And now is the time for you to be able to grab that. So now I'm going to press copy this post. I'm going to go into LinkedIn, and I'm going to paste this post into LinkedIn. I'm going to delete hot off the presses. I'm conducting a LinkedIn Live session soon, and I need your input. I got a list of questions that I'm considering asking, but I want you to know which one you're most interested in asking. Here are some questions I'm considering. Who is your ideal client and why? What is your best challenge you overcome? How do you stay motivated? What's your go-to productivity hack? What's one piece of advice? What's I'd love for you to pick your top 3 from this list, and I'm going to say I'll include a full list of 30 of these questions in the comments so you have more to pick from. Please comment with the numbers of the questions you find most interesting. Your input will help shape the content in LinkedIn Live sessions. Thank you. Remember, don't hold back. Okay, so I'm conducting a LinkedIn Live session. I need your input. I've got a list of questions I'm considering asking to create engagement. Okay, to create engagement. I'm going to say, by the way, steal these questions and create your own answers so you can engage fast. Save it in a note file so you can copy and paste in the future. Boom. Okay, so now I'm going to post this over here. You see? Instead of your voice matters, I'm going to say success, because that's a little bit of a better, or engagement. I'm going to say engagement. A little bit of a better hashtag. Okay, so I'm going to press post. So now you guys see this. I have that whole list. Now what I'm going to do is after that video goes live, I'm then going to go ahead and start the process of commenting those 30 questions. So now it's live over here. You see that? It's live. Now I'm going to go in here. I'm going to grab these 30 that I have here, and I'm going to pop them in the comments. So check this out. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to go to the comments, and I'm going to pop here all 30. Let's see if it lets me do all 30. So it's exceeded. I can't do all 30. Being that I cannot do all 30, I will do them one at a time as 30 comments. Here we go. Okay? I can't do all 30. It doesn't let me. So I'm going to do 30 at a time. So what do? I'm going to just cut one at a time. So you see I go like that. That's one comment. You see I'm going to cut out these. Control X. You see? 2 comments. 3 comments. So people say sometimes, Joe, how do you get to 30 comments on your post quickly? This is how you get to 30 comments on your post quickly. Okay, so I'm going to create 30 comments on my post, just like this. You see what I'm doing, guys? If you see what I'm doing, say, Joe, I see this. This is interesting. Okay, so I'm creating 30 comments on my post by sharing 30 of the things that I said I would share anyway. And this helps create more engagement because people will be able to answer these comments in the comments. People will be able to reply to these comments, answering these particular questions and preparing templates for themselves with the answers to this. So this might create a tremendous amount of activity under my posts. So if I leave 30 different comments on my own post, that is not spam. I'm not spamming myself. I'm just giving people resources in my own post. See that I'm not tagging anybody or making anybody crazy. This is my own post. I'm also going to give myself 10 likes on this post. You're going to be like, Joe, how can you give yourself 10 likes? We shared that in the Influencer Summit yesterday, how you can give 10 likes. But as you can see, we're almost done over here. Not taking me much time to do this. And this is a great way for you to create a resource for people to be able to find information in the comments and spend time in the comments. Now, I'm going to also create this as a LinkedIn newsletter article in the future that can be done much longer. My next newsletter article that I'm going to be publishing today is going to be about the Influencer Summit with all the notes. But as you can see, I used Evi AI to create the post, but it wouldn't fit in to the LinkedIn box. So Evi AI strategically knows how to make it all the right characters and to also pick the best questions. So Evi AI already picked the best questions for me. So I don't need to pick the best questions, but this is a great way for me to kind of build relationships. Just like that, you see that? And there you go. All right. So what does that do? What does that do? It gives people, first of all, it increases the ticker. You see it says 31 comments here. Now I'm going to give myself 10 likes. So within just a few minutes of me posting this post over here, I already have 31 comments, and I'm now going to have 10 likes over here as well. I'm going to give myself 10 likes just to kind of show. So some people are like, oh, I want to join an engagement group to get comments and likes that are, you can just if you just want the numbers, if you just want a post that looks like it has a bunch of comments and a bunch of likes that are not other people, and you just want to create engagement, This is a great way to do it because you can control this. You can give yourself comments and likes without even leaving your account. You just, without even doing anything. Look how long ago I posted this, and now I already have 10 comments. You see that? 12 likes and 32 comments already on this post. 4 minutes in. Guys, I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a second. I want to encourage you. If you want comments and posts on your own post, just to kind of have those vanity metrics, you can do this yourself. You don't need to go join pods and create fake engagement and make people crazy. You can do this yourself. But if you want to build a real community of people that will read your post and actually get value, then you have to get to know people. And that's work. It does take work for you to kind of get to know people and build real relationships. What does it mean to get to know people? Have one-on-one calls. I have 5 calls every single day. I'm having a call in just 10 minutes. My next call is in 10 minutes. But I stopped to do this, to build relationships with you, to kind of get to know you a little bit. Why do I want to get to know you? I want to get to know you because I think it's valuable for me to know who you are and what you do for a living. I want to support you. If you want to join an engaged group of thought leaders on LinkedIn, just write engaged in the chat. Not everybody wants to do that. Write engaged in the chat, and I'll send you a form to fill out so that I understand if you want to actually be part of that community, because I want to build a community of real people that are engaged, that really want to meet each other, grow with each other, and build real relationships. So just write engage in the chat, and I'll send you that form to fill out. But as you can see, I use a combination of all different types of AI tools to be able to create insights. So I'm going to show you some of the insights that I got from the Influencer Summit, and I actually wrote up those insights, and I put them into a Google Doc. I have it all inside a Google Doc. So I'm going to pull up this Google Doc, and I'll share some insights now. And then I'm going to turn those insights into posts, and then I already turned the entire Influencer Summit into clips. So I'm going to share those insights right now. So I'm just going to show you the format of this, and then I'm going to share all this also as a LinkedIn Live newsletter. So if you want a copy of that newsletter, just write newsletter in the chat, and I will send you a copy of that newsletter. And formatted nicely with images and videos and so on. So this is the document I'm talking about. So we had Ivana talk about LinkedIn content, Joe talk about AI with LinkedIn, Mac talk about discovering the secrets of strategic networking, Esty talk about hacking the LinkedIn algorithm, Jason talked about expanding connections and direct messaging tips, Judy talked about creating an unbelievable engagement strategy, Bryn talked about prospecting interview strategy, Adam talked about mastering the art of LinkedIn engagements, and Shay talked about elevating LinkedIn video strategy. And somebody created this entire mind map. So if you guys want the mind map, just write mind map in the chat, and I'll send you the mind map in the chat. Go ahead, write mind map right now. He posted it inside our WhatsApp group for the LinkedIn Influencer Summit. We created a WhatsApp group. So if you want the WhatsApp group, just write WhatsApp group, and I'll send you access to the WhatsApp group as well via DM. So Ivana was first. Ivana, the founder of AuthorUps, she analyzed millions of LinkedIn posts with her team, and here are her tips: content creation approach, post optimization for mobile, readability and content structure, handling links, using bullet points and numbered lists, asking closed questions, advanced strategy, optimizing for virality, using cheat sheets or templates, reposting strategy, using emojis, and commenting strategy, and then also target audience and content strategy, and book recommendation for LinkedIn. She also talked about call to actions, AI and commenting, and throughout her talk, Ivana emphasized the importance of providing value using strategic engagement methods and understanding the technical aspects of the LinkedIn algorithm, the features that maximize post visibility and engagement. Next, Joe Apfelbaum. Now, as you can see, this is over 4,000 words. I can go through this entire document right now, but I want you to know that I had to use about 5 different AI tools to put this entire thing together. And we actually have something called the AI Business Development Circle. I'm going to stop sharing my screen for just a moment because I want to tell you about this AI Business Development Circle. We had quite a few people that have joined the AI Business Development Circle that have said that the AI Business Development Circle was literally a game changer for them. Why? Because it helped them be able to learn how to use artificial intelligence for business development and create shortcuts in their business. We meet for 3 hours every single month, and it's a little fast-paced. So if you can't handle fast-paced, then maybe it's not for you. But if you like fast-paced and you like to be engaged and you like to learn a lot and you want to have an entire month to implement before the next session and then come in and to get additional training in the next session, then just type in AI Circle in the chat and I'll send you an offer to join our AI Circle. We are limited as to how many people we can have in the AI Circle. So if you want to be one of those few people that can join this year, just write AI Circle in the chat, and I'd love to have you in there. But my goal is to help people learn how to use AI to have a voice online. As you can see, I share a lot of content. I go for volume, but I also go deep in terms of quality. My goal is to share quality and volume and kind of balance that out. I'm not posting 500 times a day. I can, as you see, I just posted 30 comments. I could have made those into 30 posts. I could have done it very quickly and just wrote 30 posts on LinkedIn, but that's not my goal. My goal is to post at least one time per day, every day, one time per day, and build those relationships with people and go a little bit deep. But sometimes I'll post 2 times, 3 times. Now that I'm going on LinkedIn Live, I do it a little bit more often. Now that I'm on LinkedIn Live, maybe I'll post 3 or 4 times a day for now, because every one of my posts, they add significant value and they go to different audiences. So if you guys are interested in the circle, just write AI Circle. If you're interested in the mind map, write mind map. If you're interested in the newsletter, write newsletter, and I'll send you guys that. Why would you use Evi AI versus ChatGPT when you're doing these? Can't you do the same thing with custom GPTs? No, you can't. You cannot do that with custom GPTs. Why? Because with custom GPTs, you're not integrated into LinkedIn. So I'm going to give you an example. So if I share my screen right now, I'm going to share a particular window. So Ilya asked this question about custom GPTs and why you can't just use custom GPTs to do whatever AI does. So I'm going to go to the homepage of LinkedIn right now. And I see that, for example, Samantha Riley posted. If I want to just literally leave a comment on her post, I open up Evi AI. It's built into LinkedIn with the Chrome extension. It reads her post. It has the goal, the tone, the persona, all built into it. I just press Samantha Riley. Your insights are spot on. Wow. Curious to hear what changes you're implementing in your business to align the 8 universal with the 8 universal year. You see that? I actually read her post. My AI helped me read the post, and it generated a smart comment that engages her and builds a relationship with her. Now, she'll respond to me, I'll respond to her, and we'll have a whole conversation. In addition, when I go to my own posts, it's very useful for me to respond to comments on my posts. So if I go to my post over here and I see that someone commented, instead of me going in and going into ChatGPT and having to create a reply for this, in just a few seconds, my AI will read Audrey's post and will insert her name with the @ ready to go so I can easily tag her like that. And now I press reply. Do you see the way that I replied to her just like that? This is very, very, very useful, because this helps me be able to quickly reply to people on LinkedIn, which helps me build those relationships. These are authentic replies. This is not an AI garbage reply. This is not a garbage reply. Thank you so much, Tina Larson. Let me go here. Thank you so much, Tina Larson. Your valuable input. It's really great that the real estate consulting and engaging these topics, your choices resonate with the business, blah, blah, blah. Stay tuned. Okay? So you see the way that this is not like a garbage, this is not a garbage comment. This is a high quality comment. Getting things done with Atomic Habits. And what I want is I want people to read all these comments and reply to these comments. I call Joe Apfelbaum. I'm going to write lol. Okay? You see the way I'm actually building relationships over here? So go through these comments, these questions, and answer all of them and have them prepared. So, and also choose the ones that you're going to be asking inside your own LinkedIn Live. Okay, so hopefully that answered your question. I showed you how to use a part of Evi AI. Keep coming back to my LinkedIn Lives every single day so you learn how I leverage AI to be more successful on LinkedIn, in life, in business, by saving time and making more money. My name is Joe Apfelbaum, CEO of Ajax Union, B2B digital marketing agency. If you need support on LinkedIn, if you need support online, if you want more business development, if you want more success, hit me up. I'm always happy to help. You can hit me up on WhatsApp. If you go to my LinkedIn profile and you go to my About section, you'll see my WhatsApp right there. I'm not shy. I give my cell phone out to people. I don't care. You can call me. If I'm available, I'll pick up the phone. Send me a WhatsApp. I'm happy to get on the phone with you and support you. So I just want to take a moment and say thank you so much for joining me here today. I really, really appreciate you guys being on here. I have to get on actual phone calls with people now, and I want you to do the same. We're also going to be having a networking event for all the attendees of the Influencer Summit. So if you'd like to join that, just write networking in the chat, and I'll add you to the calendar invite. We're going to be creating that calendar invite today at some point. I'll add you to that calendar invite so that you can join and we can build relationships together. My goal is to create relationships based on trust. That's my goal. I want to build relationships based on trust and getting to know people. That means hopping on Zoom, having real conversations, learning about your business issues, learning where you're stuck, and supporting you in your business in 2024 and beyond. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being in my life. I appreciate you, and I'm looking forward to supporting you on your journey. Now, before you leave here, do me a favor and write, who is your ideal client? Who do you want to meet? Put that in the comments. Who is your ideal client and who do you want to meet? There's a lot of questions I can ask you, like what's your go-to productivity hack or what's one piece of advice? You can answer all those questions in my most recent post on LinkedIn. Go back and reply to each one of those 30 comments that I left, and then put that as a template for yourself for later. But for right now, just write in this particular LinkedIn Live, write, who is your ideal client? Thank you very much for being in my life, and I'll see you soon. I'm trying to create more resources for you guys to make this LinkedIn journey so much easier.